Let's make it short and let me tell you what got me broke doing YouTube. A lot of you think that you can gain tons of money doing YouTube, and yes, you are right, you can gain money with YouTube videos with ad revenue. If you have advertisements in the videos, you get the ad revenue and you can gain money, of course, but it can lead also to bankruptcy if you do it wrong or if you are in the wrong niche, what happened to me. I have a DIY channel, and that means I'm in a very small niche, and a small niche means a low ad revenue. And in my case, with the E2E channel with 159,000 followers, the monthly ad revenue was around about $300 to $400 per month. Yes, sounds cool, great, but it isn't. Imagine I worked 4 weeks per month, 7 days per week, and that ended in $13 per day doing DIY videos and showing you how to paint bikes. And now ask yourself, would you work for $13 per day? And exactly that fact got me bankrupt, because the monthly shop expenses to run the E2E paint shop are around about $2,000 per month for all the stuff I need, for electricity, for oil, for heat, for the material, for the rent of the shop, for insurance. All these facts cost me around about $2,000 per month to run the paint shop, and all on top is my personal salary. So I have to earn more than $2,000, of course, if I want the personal salary. And now imagine I can gain only $300 to $400 per month. And that's exactly the fact which got me broke. And yes, growing a channel is cool. Don't get me wrong. I love all of my followers and it's cool to see people watching my videos, but it can lead you in a nightmare and in big trouble. But let me show you. I started my YouTube career a long time ago in 2010 as a side note, and I did bike painting for a living to finance my studies as a communications designer. I painted bikes for people to pay for the credits and for the studies, and I did this for several years, but sadly I lost the paint shop in 2018, so I decided to go on with a full-time YouTube career as a full-time YouTuber. And at the beginning I couldn't gain much, only $100 to $150 per month, not $300 to $400. And my girlfriend had to pay for the rent, she had to pay for the food and a lot more expenses. And I'm absolutely thankful that she did this for me and that she gave me the chance to run a full-time YouTube career. It's the best thing which happened to me during the past years. And it gained a bit success. I could grow the channel over 100,000 followers. But it brought me also down and it ended in bankruptcy, but let me show you why. I started with a hard schedule. I wanted to launch a video every week, but it's super hard if you do DIY. I started on Monday with a paint job and I had to launch it on Sunday, but I had to do also the cut of the video, the setup and all these things, and that causes a lot of time, sometimes 1 or 2 days for the cut of the video. And custom painting is also very hard, it's time consuming. A lot of my projects take more than 1 week, sometimes 2 or 3 weeks, sometimes a month. And yeah, the schedule got out of control and there was also this, the nightmare. I call it the nightmare, please don't get me wrong, but imagine what happens if you launch a DIY video. There will be hundreds of questions from people. Please don't get me wrong. It's cool seeing people watching my videos, gaining information from my videos. But imagine there are 100 people asking a question. You can see them here, 100 persons, and you need 10 minutes to answer one question. It's not much. You have to read the question. You have to write an answer, sometimes a little chat, another answer. So 10 minutes are nothing to answer such a question. You will end in 16.6 hours, 2 days of work to answer 100 questions. And now imagine there are 200 people asking a question. You end in 4 days of work, 300 people asking a question, 6 days of work, 400 people asking a question. It's nearly impossible for me to answer these questions. And now again, I have 159,000 followers. So nearly 160,000 followers, and imagine how many questions I get per week. And it was nearly impossible for me to answer them. And it's also heartbreaking because there are people commenting under my videos, calling me an asshole, not asking their questions. And yeah, that got me absolutely down, mentally, also physically. And I had a lot of health problems during the past 2 years. I never talked about that, but I had to stay in bed for weeks. I had to go to hospital twice. And yeah, that was very hard, not only in a finance state, also in a physical and mentally state. And at the beginning of October 2023, I had only $420 left. My spray guns broke, I couldn't buy any more color to do a custom paint job for a client, and yeah, I had to find a solution out of this problem, and that's all about in this video.